next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Off the play fake, Heineke. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. DeAndre Carter back deep. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on third down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
On play action, Heineke. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Our first down throw for Heineke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fran. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Heineke. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. On the return, Carter. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That is caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Eckler now between the tackles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And Walker once more. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner's final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Four yards remain for second down. On second down, it's Walker. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down where they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Heineke on 4th down. It's complete to Lockett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Chargers 17, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tanner Muse there defensively. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game is if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This offense on third down today, pretty woeful, 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Up the middle with Eckler. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Herbert. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This is taken at the 18. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Now Heineke. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Heineke now from the 50. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Heineke, pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A 2nd down throw for Heineke. Throw out wide to Walker. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And the play fake, and now Heineke. He's got his tight end Fran. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down and a pickup of 5 yards. Again, it's Heineke. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
From the gun, it's Walker. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.